It is September 30th, 2022, and this is the latest news update for Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. Follow along.
You're watching DC Rob, Racing Borders. And now, the news.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. My name is Rob Christian, also known as DC Rob, DC Rob. I answer them all. Thank you guys for watching. Again, in this video, this is an update, a news update this time. Again, I have asked Luis to read the stories for me, so I'm going to jump him in a second. But again, if you ever get any benefit out of my videos, do me a favor, go down and hit the subscribe button, click the bell to be alerted of any new videos, and like. Like helps the YouTube algorithm. The more you hit like, the more people get to check out this video. So again, I've asked Luis to step in and read the news for me again. So this is what's up in Medellin, Colombia. Follow along.
Hey y'all, this is Luis, also known as NY Marine 21, just giving a quick travel updates on behalf of DC Born Rob. First and foremost, and the most obvious, is Hurricane Ian, which made landfall in Florida with 155-mile-per-hour winds, major flooding, and power outage for over 2 million people. Affected airports include St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, Southwest Florida, and Orlando airports. Miami International was open or may be still open. However, it recommends travelers to check up on their airlines for status on their flights. Now, the storm may not affect us all. However, for us travelers that love to go down to South America, especially Colombia, Florida is a major hub for connections. So do keep an eye out if you had any plans this week. Do expect some delays or cancellations. Now, for those who have been affected in terms of flights, several airlines have issued storm waivers for this week, and it includes Delta, Southwest, American, United, JetBlue, and Spirit. So if you've been affected, do contact your airline and get yourself a storm waiver. Next story involves airlines and travel sites, which are now forced to come clean about fees under a new rule. Basically, airlines and travel sites will have to be upfront with Americans about additional fees charged for checked baggage, flight changes, or cancellations under a new proposed rule, which was unveiled by the federal government on Monday. Under the rule, airlines and third-party ticket vendors would have to disclose the additional charges when the airfare is initially displayed online, rather than would-be travelers are finalizing their purchases. So basically, this rule will apply to baggage fees, change fees, cancellation, and family seating fees. And it also affects flights to, within, and from the United States as well. Next story happened in Sabaneta, Medellin. This area of Medellin is quite safe and actually really cool. It's actually one of the safest areas in Medellin. But unfortunately, on September 28th, there was an attempted robbery that has caused a indignation within the inhabitants of Sabaneta. And I frequent Sabaneta all the time. Each time I go to Medellin, it's either Poblado, Envigado, or Sabaneta. I usually stay in Sabaneta, and I've never seen any major crimes, not even a pickpocket. However, on the afternoon of September 28th, specifically in the village of San Jose, which is right next to the main park, and the main park has bars, lounges, a total nightlife, so it's always crowded. A woman died and her husband is torn between life and death in a hospital in this municipality after being hit by several bullets. The event occurred when the couple was on their way to withdraw large sums of money from a bank in the center of the municipality, when 4 men on 2 motorcycles began to surveil and follow them. According to preliminary information, when the criminals saw that they did not stop, the couple drove towards the residential gates, and the assailants apparently got off their motorbikes and began to open fire in the vehicle, unfortunately killing the driver's wife. Like I said, this is actually quite shocking for an area of Sabaneta, which is safe. And also, this is a highlight. The highlight is ATMs. Do try to withdraw cash at an ATM within a mall where it's always crowded. Don't try to avoid ATMs, or try to avoid using ATMs on corners, street corners, dark areas, street side, because it's very easy to get surveilled, followed, maybe get got by getting robbed. But it's not like, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but just to play safe, just do use ATMs in major congested areas. But the next story involves the Colombia's new president, who is proposing to decriminalize elements of the country's flourishing narcotics industry, which also is signaling a potential break with the post-hardline strategy on drugs, in a test of Bogota's ties with his most powerful ally, us, the United States. President Gustavo Petro, a former guerrilla whose election this summer marked an end to decades of conservative rule in Colombia, basically plans to permit small-scale farmers to legally grow coca leaf, which pretty much is the raw material for cocaine. Petro, who served time in prison in the 1980s for his links to a guerrilla group, urged the United States to follow Colombia in broadly decriminalizing drug consumption and taking a pragmatic rather than a fundamentalist approach to the narcotics trade. I don't know about you, I can see, marijuana being legalized. Marijuana has come a long way from peace, love, and rock and roll during the 1960s to, walk-in dispensaries all over the United States. That's a totally different thing. However, I'm sure most of you will agree that legalizing hardcore drug like cocaine, that's just asking for trouble. And what happens when that, if that takes into effect? Crime goes up. So hopefully the Colombian politics come to their senses. But anyway, that'll be all from me today, and stay tuned for more updates in the coming days. Have a good morning, have a good night, wherever you are. Bye.
So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you go down and hit subscribe. And definitely like. It helps that YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying?
We have a YouTube channel. Like it.
Please comment and share if you liked the video. Please subscribe and kick the bell.